smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Welcome in, everybody. It is week 2 of the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat. The ladies are back, and they are going to wow you tonight with some new topics, a great guest, and I'm excited. Week 2, let's start up in the top right corner. I love your background. Steph, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. It's another Sunday night. Get to hang with you guys and hear what all you got planned. Love the background. Looks fantastic, and you're rocking it. Miss
Thanks.
Minter with the ears that are amazing, and she's got her globe back there. Everybody's got to get them. We're gonna have to fix that down for. I think you can't even see mine now. How are you doing, Angela?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, ready for tonight?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's gonna be a good show. And of course, Miss Monorail Mollie. Hello, Jen. How are you?
I'm good. Real excited to be here.
Yeah.
Yep. Also excited. I started packing today for a certain trip that I'll be taking this week.
I cannot wait. I'm really excited, honestly, to see you three together and get a group shot of the Triple C's together with all their attire that we can use on the show. It's going to be a good time. Plus, you guys are going to have a little something going that we'll talk about at the end of the show next week, which will be really cool. So everybody stay tuned. I think the best thing we can do now is we can welcome in the chat. What do you think? Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, hello to Dad Builds, Paul Engel, Debbie Bernfeld, fans of the Green Bay Packers, Mike Klimovich, Jennifer Caruso, Jeannie 52573, Happy's Haunt, Jeff Condon, who actually had to go get on an airplane, but he was there for a little bit.
Nice.
Shelby Johnsey, Jonathan Chong, Jean Fitzmagic, Katie Y, Lore. We've got Surf Bum, we've got Rockin' Robin 4077, and we've got Follow the Bradleys. Debbie Thunhurt just joined us too.
Nice. Well, welcome in, everybody. We got 33 great friends in here to start it out. Let's knock those likes up, get it up as high as we can. We had a great show last week. Angela, want to recap that real quick for us?
Yeah, we talked to Joy S. Got to know a little bit about her Etsy shop, her art stuff that she's doing, her YouTube channel, and all of the shorts she's starting to post on YouTube, especially with her silly dog. So it was a lot of fun getting to know Joy.
Yes, it
a little
was.
bit better.
You guys did a great job with it. If you haven't checked out that show and you're just finding us for the first time this week, do me a favor. Go back and check out week 1. Say hello to Joy. She's amazing. And then this week, Jen, we've got a great guest this week. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Tell everybody about our guest this week.
Our guest this week is a former cast member. She is a partner of mine in crime.
Ooh.
She's one of my BFFs. She's funny as all get out. She's beautiful, and I'm so happy she's with us tonight.
Okay, awesome. Are we going to announce who it is right now, or are we going to wait? What would you like to do?
I think we will wait when we bring her in for the big grand entrance.
Well, I like it. Welcome in. Julie Young just joined. I believe AAA Sparkles just joined. So, as we always do, we like to do a spicy question with our guests. So I always say, well, if we can do it with our guests, we can do it with our dais too. And I'm actually going to throw it out there that for next week's show, I will let the ladies each ask me whatever ridiculous question they want. Because good for the goose is good for the gander. So, yes, I will put that out there. And I'll be in front of them, which will really make it tough. I don't mind testing my waters there. But let's start out with our crazy questions for the day before we bring our guest in here tonight. So, let's see. Angela, I think it's your week to go first on this one. So, Angela, if you had your bedroom door accidentally opened while you're making love, who would be the worst person to come walking through that door?
My mom.
Your mom? Yeah. Well, I would think that would be it for everybody. So, obviously, I'll ask the other ladies, who would be the worst? Stephanie?
My dad.
Ooh, yeah, that would either one of the parents is a rough
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Jennifer?
I'd say my mom, but I'd also say one of my kids.
Ooh, yeah, the kids. Mom, dad, or kids.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all great answers. Great answers.
Yeah, because I mean, I got a 12-year-old, and if he came
That would not be good.
walking in, I don't know how that.
That wouldn't be good. Poppy, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Okay, question 2, where Stephanie takes the lead on this one. You'd hate to come home and find Paul using your what?
Oh, wow. Well, I guess the worst would be a razor.
A razor, yeah. You don't want Paul using a razor. So, ladies, how about for you? If your significant other come walking home, Jen, or what would you say? What would be the worst thing you'd not want to find there?
I don't want him putting on any of my clothes.
Oh, that's something in itself. Yeah.
Or using my toothbrush. That's gross.
That's mine right there. That's mine. Angela, how about you?
I agree on the toothbrush wholeheartedly. I also don't want to see deodorant usage.
Oh, yeah, that's another a great call. That is a fantastic call. Soldier Mechanic, welcome in. Wendy B, welcome in as well. I love that. Question 3, where Jen gets to take the lead. God, I'm dreading the answer to this. If a woman wrote a book that was a bestseller that was called A List for Men, The Rules in Kissing Me, what would rule number 1 be?
Brush your teeth.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. Rule number 1. Okay. Angela, rule number 1. What is it?
You must be wearing deodorant.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Yes, you definitely want to.
It's not mine.
Yeah, not your deodorant. Their own. I love that. That's fantastic. Stephanie, they got deodorant on. They brushed their teeth. What's on yours?
Try to keep it somewhat clean and not slobbery all over the place.
Yeah, who wants a Labrador kiss? Let's be honest. And for me, I'd say I don't need a man to kiss me, so that would be my number one rule right there. So I'd have to go with that one. So, well, that's all fun. I like having fun with you guys, and we're gonna have fun with our guests tonight. And I couldn't think of a better time to transition over to our guest coming in today. Welcome in.
Hi.
To a beautiful lady. And you know what? I will throw it to Jen. Take over.
Our guest tonight is Anne. You guys all know her in the chats as Anniecoug86, my BFF, my partner in crime. Love you, girl. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Love you too. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Tell us just a little bit about yourself for those who are here that may not know you, or just a refresher. Just give us a little insight into Anne.
Okay. I'm kind of like a half-time stay-at-home mom. I have 3 girls, very close in age. I had 3 kids in 3 years. Happily married, about 16 years now, I think. I think that's the right number. Oh, now I'm all nervous. Anyway, I'm obsessed with Disney. I've loved Disney since I was little. I was a cast member once. Yeah, just everything Disney.
So how did you find our wonderful Disney community here on YouTube? Tell us about that.
So I actually started, it was really before I knew about live streamers. It was back with vlogs. I was having some serious Disney withdrawals when my girls were first being born. The last time I was actually at a Disney park was in 2013. So I was having babies and I couldn't go. And so I started looking for Disney vlogs and found a channel, See You Real Soon, and I started watching them, and then they did a couple lives, and that's when I discovered live streaming and Resort TV 1, and everything kind of went from there. I think I jumped from Resort TV 1 to Diz and That, and then Myers and the Mouse, and just kind of exploded, and I discovered this whole amazing community.
Well, I'm so glad you found it.
I love that.
Me too. It's kept me sane. This community saved me during COVID, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, agreed. Tell us a little bit about Space Mountain and Tower of Terror. Tell us about those rides.
Okay, so Space Mountain was actually my least favorite ride as a kid. When I first went to Disneyland, I think I rode it when I was 6 the first time. I spent the entire ride under, like, in with my head in my dad's armpit, saying, "I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up." And he spent the whole time saying, "No, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not." And I hated it, refused to go on it for years. Rode it again in 2005, so I was 19, with my cousin, and absolutely loved it. Like, that's one of my favorite rides now. I love the thrill of it. And it's kind of the same thing with Tower of Terror. I was terrified to go on it. The first few times I rode it were horrible. Went back in 2011 and rode it, and it's my favorite ride now. Like, my husband and I park hopped specifically to Hollywood Studios to ride that ride one day because I love it now.
Awesome. Now Angela's we're gonna transition over to Angela. Angela's gonna talk a little bit about your time as a cast member.
Okay.
Yes. So you were a cast member. Tell us some about how you kind of got into being a cast member and some of your time there as a cast member.
So it's actually in thanks to my brother, who on accident stumbled across the Disney College program. He was walking across the Washington State University campus with a friend. There were some Disney reps there, and they were like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? You want to come watch this like presentation that we're doing?" They had nothing better to do, so they went in. He called my mom and he was like, "Hey, is it okay if I apply for this?" So he did, got it. He went down in 2002. I was actually supposed to go spring break that year. That was my junior year. I was supposed to go to DC and New York. My mom informed my dad and I that she was going to Disney. If we wanted to go with her, we could. So I went to Disney instead with my parents. And time of my life, I informed my parents on the flight home that I was going to be doing the college program when I was old enough. So the deal was that I had to complete my first year of college, and I did. So fall of my sophomore year, I flew off to Florida.
Wow.
I was a park. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
I was a park greeter at Magic Kingdom. So Magic Kingdom's my favorite park. I got to see fireworks every night. The parade, so I did pack and, which is parade audience control, and turnstiles. So a lot of times I would be like 3:00 parade. I would do that, go back to turnstiles, and then go back to the parade at night. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was awesome. I got to interact with guests.
Sounds
And
fun.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounded
time
like
of my
a
life
whole
for
lot
sure.
of fun. Whole lot of fun. So,
Your time, as a cast member,
yeah.
is that something that you would jump in and do it again in a heartbeat?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I had full intentions of going back. When I came home, I was going to go back. And God has a way of changing plans.
Mhm.
I broke up with the guy that I was seeing, which was an amazing thing. Like, Disney was life-saving in that sense. And then a few months later, started dating my husband, and we were married a year later. And so plans got changed, but in a good way. So we've been back together once. We've been to Disneyland twice, Disney World once, hoping to take our kids in the next year or so. So, yeah. But I would definitely go back. It was amazing.
Awesome.
So I have a few questions. Yeah, I've got some questions for you. So when did you start falling in love with Disney? Was it during your childhood or as a teenager?
Yeah, my first clear memory of Disney, like, I know we had Disney stuff growing up. We didn't have cable when I was a kid, so I can't say that I watched the Disney Channel or anything like that. But we had Disney movies, and my parents had my brother and I involved in our Disneyland planning trip. So I remember when the VHS arrived of the Disneyland park planning video, and I remember watching that with my dad, like, honestly every day, I think, for months while we were planning. So just it built up that excitement and what Disney was all about. And yeah, so being able to experience that at such a young age was really cool. And then it's just grown since then. Everything Disney, the Disney parks, movies, merch, all the things. My
And
friends
your girls,
know that
I'm
I'm
sure,
very
love
obsessed.
it now too.
Oh,
Are your girls
yes.
obsessed now? Yeah, that's
Yep.
awesome. So where do you like to stay? What are your favorite resorts to go to, or at either
So
park?
I've only stayed. I've never. Well, hold on. Okay, Disney World, because let's be honest. Like, Disneyland is great, and it's the OG, and it's got where Walt was, which is awesome. But because I worked at Disney World, that's where my heart is.
Mhm.
So I've only stayed in 2 different hotels there. We stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter and All Star Sports, which was nice. I stayed with my parents at Port Orleans. I really liked that you can take the boat down to, at the time it was downtown Disney. Now it's Disney Springs. And I liked All Star Sports too, because we were the first stop on the buses. I guess that's the only, I wouldn't say any of the other All Star ones because the buses get crazy. So if you're at sports, you're the first one picked up and dropped off in their little loop thing.
That's cool.
Good to know.
That's cool. Well, I mean, you guys are talking.
But my dream, can I? Oh.
No, go ahead, Angela. Annie, please.
I was just gonna say my dream place to stay is, oh my god, Grand Floridian. That's the I would love to stay there. It's so gorgeous.
Has any of the ladies on our dais stayed at the Grand Floridian?
No. I have not.
No. Well, then we're batting 1,000 here because none of us have. And we all would like to at some point, so that's a good thing. Let's transition over. I love getting to know everybody and hearing you guys interact, but I always think it's fun when we get a little bit of the sizzling Q&A can be fun. So I don't know. Let's see. Last week Stephanie started. Angela, why don't you start this one out the week?
Okay. Tell me a traffic sign that best describes your love life.
Well, I think he's here in the chat, isn't he? So
Oh, he is.
Choose accordingly.
I'm trying to think of a good one. Most traffic signs are like cautious, and it's not a cautious thing. It's like, I don't know, maybe merge with caution, like
Merge
just
with
keep
caution.
going forward, but take care. And yeah,
I like that. Okay.
it's all good.
That's a good one. Okay. Well, I would have went with slippery when wet, but hey, there's no.
Oh,
That would be good.
that would have been awesome.
Jen, how about you go?
Whew, okay. All right, Anne. If men could get pregnant, what is something they would complain about during the pregnancy?
Oh my gosh.
Besides
What
everything.
wouldn't they complain about?
I was going to say, narrow it down.
I think they would be most upset about sore boobs, because I think like how much men love boobs, they would be excited and then gypped that they hurt. So that would be my answer.
What?
I hear ya. I hear ya. I can, yeah. Uh-huh.
Look, who thought of this segment? Your turn.
All right, Anne. You've had a great night out at the bar when you wake up wearing what?
Nothing.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
Good answer.
I hope my kids aren't watching.
There. Let's see. Let's go back to Angela. Let's go one more round before we go over to segment 3.
I could never make love to somebody who looks like who?
Interesting.
Who looks like
Is there anybody
my
out?
dad?
Wow.
That would be weird.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be real.
No.
That's beyond weird. That's awkward. So okay.
I know. I didn't even want to say it. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Nope.
Or my dad. Even. I mean, I would feel bad if you were. Jen, go ahead.
All right. I think I know
Oh,
the answer to dancing.
give it to her. Give it to her
I
one more
didn't hear your
time.
question.
Give it to her. One
Sorry.
more time. It's my system
Okay.
glitch. Go ahead.
Have you ever used the monorail pole to practice pole dancing?
Oh.
Sadly, no. I guess that will have to be on my list for the next time
Really?
I'm there. I know. I failed.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
question. Can you vlog that when you do it?
We'll see.
Okay. Let's finish it up. Stephanie, finish this one up, and then we'll head over to our next segment.
All right, Miss Anne, here you go. Name the alcohol or alcohols that give you the worst hangovers.
Okay. So, true story. I've only ever been drunk once. It was last year. And I kind of had a little hangover. But I think, let's see, what did I have? It was like, oh, Brandon knows what it shoot. It was peach something. I think I had
Schnapps? Peach schnapps?
No, I don't think it was peach schnapps. It was like peach tea mixed with peach whiskey. No, I don't know. It's probably. Oh, I don't know what he means by little. But anyway,
He's being sarcastic.
I'm not.
I think.
I don't know. I don't like tequila though, so can I just stick with that as my answer? I don't want to drink tequila.
I don't want to drink tequila.
I don't know how bad of a hangover it would give me, but
Well, I mean, we could find out at another time or so. But you know what? That's a great question, Stephanie, to transition to our next segment, of course. It's happy hour time on the channel. We're going to start it out. Let's see. Stephanie, happy hour. What are we going to talk about?
Let's talk about favorite cocktails. Any one of y'all can jump in and share.
Annie, how about you go first? Is there a cocktail that you'd like to try or you want to try or sipped on once before?
I don't know if this is a cocktail. I guess it is. Are sangrias cocktails?
Sure. For
No,
tonight?
probably not.
Yeah,
Okay, for tonight, I like a peach sangria.
Okay. Peach sangria. How about you? How about you, ladies?
I like
I am
amaretto
one that-
sours.
I'll go Angela first. My fault.
Okay.
I tend to go kind of Malibu and Coke or Pepsi, whichever they have. But then I also sometimes will do something like a Dirty Shirley, which is basically a Shirley Temple with vodka.
Oh, okay.
Yes, those are good.
I just like the name, so I'm going to go with that. Jen, how about you?
I would love to have a Kahlua with cream. I love that. Kahlua with cream is good. Any flavor of a Seagram's wine cooler, they go down real easy. I like those. Strawberry margarita is my favorite. Do you want me to keep going?
No, I think you. Stephanie, how about your top? How about your?
Vodka cranberry juice.
Anything with rum. So anything with rum, amaretto sours, and Long Island iced teas.
Oh, those are good ones.
Those
All
are
right,
good.
keep going, Steph.
Oh, okay. Screwdrivers.
No.
Well, I wanted to keep listing more. Okay. All right, everybody. What's your favorite wine? Or do you drink wine?
I like the hard stuff. I like mixed drinks, so I'm not a wine or a beer drinker.
Okay. Like to point out to my executive producer to please clip that. Jen, how about you?
I'll drink wine. We have a regional winery. It's in Indiana called Oliver Winery, and they have a whole line of like fruity wines. So like at the holidays, they have an apple pie wine. In the summer now, they have a cherry Moscato, blueberry Moscato, lemon Moscato. So I generally like.
That's good. Those soft wines. Angela, how about you?
I love a good Moscato, whether it be pink Moscato, white Moscato, any type of other flavored type of Moscato.
Okay.
I also do Prosecco, to the sparkling wine.
Giving you ideas for this weekend stuff for your list, by the way, just ladies.
Yes, I saw that. I'm glad.
Yes.
How about you, Stephanie?
Notes. So I like dry wines more than sweet wines. So actually, I don't like sweet wines at all. So like sweet wines. And so dry wines, I like Pinot Grigio for white wine. And for red wine, I like Chardonnay. I like, I'm trying to think what else. Shiraz, I guess sometimes.
Love that. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
What else you got on your agenda there?
So is there a drink that is your to-go drink, Miss Anne, in Disney?
Do you have to go to in Disney?
Like alcoholic drinks?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I've never had an alcoholic drink at Disney, but I would like to try. There's a lot in Epcot. I can't think of. Like I've seen Jeff try a whole bunch.
Jeff loves that beer, the cantaloupe beer, I think it is, over in Germany.
Grapefruit?
Yeah, or grapefruit.
I feel like I should also try something from Mexico, like a solid, like a true margarita would be. I don't know. Give it a fair chance.
Okay, interesting. How about you, ladies? Before we roll over, let's go. We'll go back up to Steph first this time. Do you have a go-to in Disney?
Yes. So I don't know if they serve them anymore, but during the COVID time, when I was over there near Aladdin's Magic Carpet Ride, I got a Dole Whip over there with rum in it. But I don't know if they're still making them with rum anymore. So, but that was like a milkshake. Like you could easily like suck down 3 of those and not even know. So,
Sneak in a flask if they're not making it anymore. Make it work.
Right? Good idea.
So. Angela, how about you?
I actually like either the Banana Cabana, or I also love going to Boathouse and getting the Duck Duck Grass.
That is a good one. I haven't tried it. But my daughter actually tried it. Kayla tried that and loved it down there. Ducks floating around and thing. All kind of
Yep, you get the little rubber ducky that's floating in it. It's yeah.
Everybody loves a rubber duck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine had a cake pop.
Oh, pardon us.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm going to go along with Stephanie and say the Dole Whip float with rum. Absolutely would be my favorite, but they're hard to come by. You know, I think it's just, I don't think it's a regular thing on the menu anymore. If anybody in the chat knows where we could get one of those.
Question is, could you make it yourself? Could you get the Dole Whip and mix the rum yourself? Would it work?
Probably.
I guess you could. Interesting. I've never had one, so I don't know, but maybe that's something to figure out in the future as we go through.
I think that's top of my list now.
Yeah, that kind of sounds really good.
Yeah, I feel like I need to try one now too.
Well, we're talking drinking. Angela, why don't you take us around the world and talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, why don't we do a little drinking around the world here in Epcot? You said you haven't had anything to drink in Epcot that are alcoholic. But I know I've had like the avocado margarita. I've had like the Grand Marnier in France. You've got the violet sake. You've got all sorts of other drinks, especially right now during food and wine. Have you seen any that have like kind of piqued your interest that you've wanted to try?
Gosh, I can't. I don't. Sorry, I was supposed to have one of these in mind and I forgot.
Well, Angela brings that up. I tell you what, I'll pull up right here. That's a great content that you brought out there, Angela. Let's take a look at a couple of these from around the world, and I'll throw it out there, and you guys tell me in or out if it's something that you would be in. Let's start out. My favorite, we'll start out there because I love it, and that's the Grand Marnier slush in France. It's an orange cream slush with Grand Marnier in it. We'll start with our guest. Anne, you in or out on a Grand Marnier slush?
I'm in.
In? Stephanie?
Yep.
In. Totally in.
Angela?
Yes. In.
Jen, are we
so
4? Are we 4 for 4?
I'm in.
Like it. Okay. Let's jump. We're going to jump all over. Let's go to Canada. Now, Canada's favorite over there, they're known for their wines and their whiskeys. They do an apple infusion over there with Crown Royal whiskey, apple, and cranberry juice. That sounds really interesting. So we'll start. Stephanie, in, out?
Totally in.
In. Angela?
Yeah. I'm in.
Jen?
In.
So far, Disney's gotten 1,000. Anne says yes, too. All right. Interesting. I like that. All right. So the UK is known for their beers. They're all known for their beers. It's all about every type of lager that you can get over there, every type of pint. Beer drinking time 101. Angela, in or out?
I'm not a huge beer person, though.
Okay. So out. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be out on that one.
Okay. Jen?
Yep, out.
2 for 2 there. Anne?
Out.
Wow, 0 for 3. Stephanie, are you cleaning house?
No, I like beer, so I would definitely be in for that.
Okay. So she's in for that. We got 1 in there. That's good. That's all right. That's all right. I like it. Everybody's putting in the chat whether you're in or out on certain stuff. I like it. Morocco is known for their wine. You can get white, you can get red, you can get rose, you can get the sparklings. If it's a fine time for wine, are you in Morocco? Let's start with Jen.
I would do one of the sparkling wines, so I'll say in.
Okay. Anne?
Nope.
Can't talk you. No part of you is Italian at all, obviously. We can't talk you.
If there's a super sweet, like a dessert wine, I'll try it.
Okay. We can get you a taste test, maybe. So that's like a half in. Stephanie is already gagging at the spoon here.
Well, I was gagging at the sweet wine thing. So no, it depends what time of year it is, because wine gets my temperature up. So during hot months, no, I would not participate. But if it was December, January, or February, yes.
Might do it. Okay. And Angela?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Japan is known for their sake, but I'm going to step out of the sake for a second because they have a summertime drink over there that I really liked. I tried this when I was there before, and that is the sake mist. It's over in Kabuki Cafe, and It's a blood orange, coconut, pineapple, or blackberry. You can get the flavors, and it comes with the sake mist. So your flavors are blood orange, coconut, pineapple, or blackberry with a sake in there. And would you take a shot at that?
Yeah, I do the blood orange.
Blood orange is a good one. Good one there. Okay. Stephanie?
Definitely take a shot. All
Okay.
3 of them. I'd try any of them.
Okay. Interesting. Angela?
Yeah, I'd say give me a flight of those.
Flight of them. Wow. Nice. Okay. We just went a whole other path. Jen, are you on the flight or are you just going simple?
I think I might do the flight.
Nice. All right. I'm liking it. Well, let's finish out with Italy and Mexico kind of do a same type of drink, a little bit different in both sections, but it's margarita time. Now, I already know somebody's answer. I'm not even thinking here. So I'm going to start with Ann, our guest, because when we get to the end, somebody's going to yell out like Steve Austin. Margarita time. Ann, what do you think?
I will try one. That was my first ever drink.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
Okay.
Could have been the bartender poured in. What?
Could have been the flavor, or
it was the tequila.
Ooh.
I don't know. I told him it was my 21st birthday, and so he poured a ton in, and so I think it was the flavors were off for me. But I definitely want to try it again.
I still have
I'm in.
I still have a high dollar bottle of tequila here at the house.
Ooh.
Probably shouldn't have said that on this stream. Stephanie, you're next. Go ahead. Margaritas, in or out?
For sure. And give me the worm from the tequila bottle.
Okay, now we're going down a path. Angela?
I'm all about some margs, so yeah. And I know they have a margarita flight too, so.
They do. Margarita flights. Interesting. Jen?
I do a margarita flight, but everybody knows my favorite drink, frozen strawberry margarita.
There we go. I love that. And I mean,
everybody should know that by now.
There's a lot of great drinks that you can have down there. Well, while we're talking about all the great drinks, Jen, I think you wanted to talk about some ones that are a little bit different.
Yeah, well, we have some non-alcoholic drinks that sound pretty cool, pretty adventurous. And I just wonder if we added some alcohol to these drinks, because it's always good to add a little bit of alcohol. So let's start with the first one is the
Wonderland Margarita. Let me pull that up.
Wonderland Slushie.
There we go.
Okay, so this is raspberry lemonade slushie blended with grape soda, and it's served with a candy-coated straw for extra sweetness. So I think if I was to jazz this baby up, I would definitely add some tequila. I would definitely add some rum, not all at the same time, but separately. What about you guys? How would you guys doctor this up?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I would
anything different.
Yeah, rum sounds good.
Sure.
And it looks like it's got that whipped cream on there. Whew. Looks good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. It's the Adventureland Colada.
Ooh.
And this one you can get at the Skipper Canteen. This one is a blend of Dole Whip pineapple with coconut cream and passion fruit. And it's garnished with that Dole Whip in there. Of course, I would add the rum because the Dole Whip float with rum is my favorite drink already. So I think that would just that would be delicious.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah.
Get
So
the
what about
coconut
you
rum,
guys?
Coconut.
Yeah,
coconut rum.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coconut rum is the best. I love coconut rum.
Good call. Good call on that stuff.
My favorite.
Great call. Yeah. Okay. And what's
the next one that we got is Tropical Breeze Slushie, and this is over at the Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom.
Love that place.
And this one is a slushie made up of layers of frozen mango and raspberry, and it comes with a light up glow cube.
That's cool.
Again, I think you can't go wrong adding the tequila to make it taste more like a margarita, but I love margaritas. So what about you guys? What do you think we can add to it?
Annie, anything you want to add?
What do you think, Anne?
Some vodka. I like the flavors that are in there already, so I'd probably just put in some plain vodka.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking.
But I
too.
was thinking vodka too.
Vodkas are going. That's good. I like those.
Awesome.
And I mean, I honestly, Disney, if you're listening, I think the ladies have absolutely put together a fantastic concept and idea for you. Before we jump over to hot topics, ladies, I wanted to real quick highlight for everybody on if the moderators could drop the links in. Top of the hour, 7 o'clock, 18 minutes from now. Dave will be going live over on Brandy and Dave Disney World Discussions with Dave. I'd love for you to go over, tell him you're coming over from the Triple C show. Let him know you're coming in to watch him because we sent you over there. 8 o'clock time frame tonight. Baker will be doing some baking talk. It'll be Disney and baking over on his channel from the 8 to 9 hour to take you through tonight. And we've got viewing all night long as Dad Bills is back with the Sunday night watch party. Harry Potter Episode 5. Apparently the Empire is striking back at the Order of the Phoenix. The main thing is Chris is back. He's doing a Sunday night. So Dave, 7 o'clock, Baker, 8, Dad Builds at 9, finishing out your evening with some great content. Let's get over to some hot topics. I love this segment when the ladies do it because they do a great job of talking about relevancy and things that are going on with our guests. So I think Angela started last week. Steph, how about if you start this week for us?
Sure. All right. So, how many of you guys know about what's going on with the Haunted Mansion in Florida? Well, if you don't, Disney is changing some stuff up. They're adding the Hatbox Ghost to the ride. What do you guys think about that?
Annie, are you a Haunted
I
Mansion?
can't wait.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I'm excited.
First.
Sorry, I accidentally opened YouTube and I was hearing you guys twice. Okay. I don't be mad. I am not a Haunted Mansion fan, like at all. I know. I'm sorry. Like I won't even watch it on streams. So cool that he's coming and that yeah.
Okay.
I hope you guys all enjoy it.
Fair enough.
Angela, what are you thinking?
I'm actually excited for it. So I think it'll be a good addition to the ride. So I'm pretty excited to see it coming over to the East Coast.
Okay, interesting. And Jen, what do you think? That popcorn bucket that they're doing for this, $32 for that, or for a sipper. It's a sipper. $32 for a light up sipper.
That's not for me. I would not pay $32 for any sort of a sipper. But for a Haunted Mansion fan, of course they're going to want to have it. So more power to them. Not for me, though.
Okay. I like the topic. Steph, let me ask you this. I'll go real quick. Haunted Mansion, is it a must-do ride for you? It's not for Annie. Is it a must-do ride for you?
It is. It's actually my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
My
Jen,
number one.
I'm sorry.
must-do?
It's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely must do. It's dark. It's cool. It's a nice break.
I like it. And Angela?
Oh yeah, definitely a must-do for me. It's like I have a whole lot of nostalgia from when I was a kid riding the ride. So a lot of memories with that. Plus, it's such a fun roller ride. I love it. So
Love it.
I liked it as a kid.
But just don't
I
like
thought
it.
it was hilarious as a kid. I do not like it as an adult. It creeps me out.
See, I was afraid
So
of it as a
backwards.
child, but now all right. So
Let's go over to, since I went out of order, so it was my fault, ladies. Let's go over to Angela now. I know you want to talk about a movie.
yes. Let's talk about the Barbie movie for a few minutes. So opening weekend was last weekend. They managed to bring in about 155 million. For this year, or for this weekend, they have already got 93 million.
Wow.
To add to that. So it's killing it in the box office. Greta Gerwig, who wrote and directed the movie, it actually hit a record in being the highest grossing female director.
Wow.
For an opening weekend.
That's awesome.
Another thing is if you Google the Barbie movie, all your things turn pink and you get little sparkles. So they're doing that right now on Google. And then 2, there's been a lot of discussion about a monologue that happened in the movie. And being that I've seen the movie, it is like probably the part of the movie that hit me the most was that monologue, because it hit everything that I feel as a woman right in that monologue. And it is actually not Barbie doing the monologue. It's actually another character doing the monologue. So I felt, and it helped with like the whole girl power thing. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie or have any thoughts about the movie. I can tell you it's
Annie?
not the movie you think it is.
That's true. Annie, you have any thoughts on the movie?
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. I was huge into, well, I'm still into Barbie. My girls have Barbies. I was huge into Barbies as a kid. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited that it's like a live action. And from the previews, I'm just really intrigued because it's not the type of like the Barbie movies that we've seen in the past, you know. So I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nothing like the movies in the past. It is also not for little kids.
Oh,
Right.
I was going to
Throwing that
ask
out there,
that. Is
too.
it more of an adult based Barbie?
I would say you
Or-
could do teens. You could do teens, but definitely older women or adult women. Not even just women, just adults in general.
So is there's adult humor? Would you say adult humor in it?
There is some adult humor and innuendo in there, so probably not for like little kids. So
Stephanie,
but, yeah, teens would get it.
Stephanie cannot take Paul, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I don't think he would go.
Sorry, Paul.
So
I
I
don't
should
think he would
not be
go
grabbing
anyway.
my 5-year-old niece and running her to the movie.
Mm-mm. No, it'd probably be a little. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know.
I like it. Well, Jen, your hot topic tonight, I think you wanted to talk about some Imagineers that are rolling through some stuff here.
Yeah, I was really intrigued when I saw this article that there's some Disney executives and Disney ex Imagineers that are wanting to build this park in Oklahoma. It's going to be called the American Heartland Theme Park, and it's supposed to open in 2026. And I just Oklahoma. I have never been to Oklahoma, so, don't shoot me about Oklahoma, but, I don't know anything else in Oklahoma besides this park, so maybe that'll get me to go there. I'm not sure. But they're saying they're supposed to be building an RV park with cabins. They're going to be building a film and television studio and the world-class theme park and resort. I don't know. It sounds pretty cool. I think it might, have that Disney touch, being that it has ex Imagineers in it. So I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see how this develops.
Interesting. Annie, is that something you'd go to?
Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously my first choice would be Disney, but being that it's closer than Disney World, maybe the flights would be a little bit cheaper. And looking at like the layout of what they have planned, it looks pretty cool. Kind of like an all-inclusive. I mean, I think that there's supposed to be a water park there too, so it looks like it's going to be a really neat place.
It does. It does. Well, that's the perfect transition as we come into the 10-minute mark of. Let's come over to our final thoughts of the night as we pull this thing down and around. Steph, why don't you start it off for us as we final thought?
All right. So, Anne, thank you so much for joining us this week. It's so awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Anne lives in the state that I was born in, so I'm a little partial to her now. So, yeah.
Aww,
and I enjoyed learning a lot of new things about you, and it's okay that you don't like Haunted Mansion. I still love you. It's okay. No hard feelings, but it's okay. No, yeah. Anyway, we had a great time. I hope you had fun sitting here and chatting with us. So,
yep, I did. Thanks for having me.
It's been awesome that you're here. So, Angela? closing final thoughts?
So one thing is Annie doesn't have like her own, she's not a creator. She's mainly in the chats and moderating and things like that for other channels. So we can't really promote a channel for her. So what we did was we asked her if there were some channels that she would like us to promote. And she provided us with See You Real Soon.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I kind of mentioned them before. This is the vlog that I first started watching probably like 10, 11 years ago. They haven't had a lot of new stuff the last couple of years because they're busy raising their 2 boys. But if you're looking for kind of some short vlogs of all their trips, just good quality, wholesome shows, they're fun to watch.
Cool.
All right. And Treks with Brian and TJ.
So Brian is actually a CP with me. I did the college program and worked with Brian. So we were pretty good friends, and he and his partner have started this channel. They do a lot of travel reviews. Their home is in Orlando, so a lot of their stuff is Disney and Orlando related. So it's been interesting to watch their stuff.
Oh, cool. And then the lovely Jennifer Caruso.
Yes. So I've been watching Jennifer more and more, hoping to catch her even more. I enjoy her vlogs. She's so sweet, really interactive with her chat. It's just a nice, calm, her streams that she does. I enjoy them. So yeah, check her out.
I love that. I love how you're doing that, Angela. It's a great idea for you guys, the 3 of you, to give a person who's not a creator a chance to highlight some of the people they love, because we're here for this community. So, Annie, thank you for sharing that. But I think, and all those links were dropped in the chat, everybody, if you need them. I think Jen wants to finish it up with some good news, I believe.
Yeah, I wanted to make an announcement. There's going to be times here on the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat that maybe one of us might not be able to make it for a show. And at that point, we're going to be looking for someone to fill in for us. And I am proud to announce today that Anne will be one of our
Nice.
Thank you.
She has great Disney knowledge. She's been around the streams. She knows a lot of people here in the community. Her personality is just amazing. Love her to death. So happy to have her on board.
I love it. I love it. And in tying everything up here, first I want to say thank you, Annie, for joining the ladies tonight. And also thank you for agreeing to be part of the broadcasting team as a fill-in anchor. As I tell everybody, when you're looking at shows like Jimmy Kimmel, he always, when he takes a day off or has somebody, he has another star come in to fill his spot and hold the place. And you will be that star for these 3 ladies. Ladies, I thank you again for another great show this week. Your effort put into putting this show together, it's really doing great. After 2 weeks, I can say that I'm excited for the weeks to come and what you're going to do. Big announcement in next week. Next week will be the first time. I'm nervous as all get out. It's going to be live. It's going to be a live show. The Triple C's will be together. It'll be coming to you from my dining room, and we're going to have a multitude of guests jumping in, asking questions. I'm going to sit in a little bit of a hot seat myself with the ladies and let them have some fun and ask me some questions. So that'll be good. So make sure you're hitting the subscribe and following, and that you're here next week at 6 o'clock on Sunday night. I think we can also say that there will be another big announcement next week that we want to add to the show, and we'll be able to do that. So if you guys had a good time, do me a favor. Jump right now as you're saying goodbye. Hit that like. Run over right now. Get over to Dave's stream. Go over there. Tell him you're coming over from the Triple C's. Support Brandy and Dave. Let's drop that link in one more time. It would be great. Ladies, thank you very much. What a great show. We will see you all next week. Boom.
You got a smile on